What's up, Grinders? Relentless here, and we're gonna go ahead and take down Ghost for our week 9 Summer of Pain boss. So this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and go in and just try to put a beating on Ghost whenever possible. I'm gonna go ahead and use Power Steal whenever it's possible. If she gets over 2 bars of power, I'm gonna Power Steal. If she gets at 3 bars of power, I'm gonna Power Steal. But the main thing is when she backs up, you don't want to go ahead and attack her. You want to just kind of wait till she throws her specials, and then you rush in. If you have a hard time finding an opening and she's not gaining any power right away, you could always bait the heavy, which is, a whole block, wait till she throws a heavy, and then go in and attack. But at the same time, with this method right here of just baiting the special 1 and special 2, it works out really well. Now, one good thing is she does gain power on her own, which means that you won't have to bait out those heavies too often. But the bad thing about her gaining power on her own is she can get to a special 3 if you're not careful. And sometimes the RNG is very stingy and it does not want to throw a special. So you gotta be patient. I find that Doom is gonna be great because he can Power Steal and he can go ahead and throw off the SP1 to Power Steal. If Hitmonkey's if I should say Ghost, is at 3 bars of power, if we go in and we Power Steal with that SP1, it's gonna automatically give Doom 2 bars of power, which when you throw that off right after you throw an SP1 and you have the shield, it's gonna hit for some good damage, and that's kind of what I did in here. A few times you'll notice when Ghost does get to her SP3, I'll fire off the SP1, immediately fire off the SP2 for incinerate damage. Now, as far as this fight goes, as long as you're able to bait those specials and not rush in when she moves back, that's pretty much all you got to remember. And map control is important too. Try to keep Ghost to the right-hand side of the map. If she gets you over to the left-hand side, your back's against the wall. And things could be just a little bit tougher if that does happen. But this is a way to easily beat Ghost with Doom. Now, you'll notice my Doom isn't guess you could say, a duped version of Doom with 6 stones dropped him. And I'm not boosted either. I've seen some people go in this fight with a 27,000 PI Doom, and mine is not that high. So that's why it's gonna take close to 300 hits for me to take Ghost out, but it's okay. Stay patient, stay strong, stay disciplined, and eventually she will go down. Now, I do make a mistake. I get hit in the fight. Good thing it doesn't knock me out, but with Doom, he is going to be easier to use for, I guess you could say, like a Morning Star that would also give you 3 objectives right away, because Villain, Metal, and Mystic. So as far as that goes, Morning Star is another one that will also be able to give you those. But you can't ramp her up because there's no fights to ramp up those souls. So as far as it goes, Doom is going to be the best option for all 3 of those. And I feel he's a really, really good option too. Now, if I would have went and boosted, this fight wouldn't be so long. If I had a duped version of Doom and, I was able to drop 6 stones in, this fight wouldn't be so long. Of course, you're probably going to see other people out there that might push to the special 3, special 1, special 2 a lot more, just to get more incinerates and finish the fight faster as well. You could always do that, but I played it safe here. I wanted to make sure I didn't use any revives. That was the goal. And, no spoiler alert here. Well, I guess it is a spoiler alert, but yeah, we didn't use a revive. All the Summer of Pain videos I've posted so far, we haven't needed a revive for. So as far as it goes, Doom, he's doing a good job here. We still got a ways to go to, get Hitmonkey down, but eventually, Ghost. Why do I keep saying Hitmonkey? Hitmonkey's on my mind. But you know what? Ghost is who we're trying to fight. But anyways, As far as it goes, you know, throwing these special twos are just so satisfying to watch Ghost burn. I love her to death, but when I'm fighting against her, don't love her too much. And the final week, you know, the final rewards, you know, for your class Nexus, your 2 T5 CCs. I mean, gosh, huge rewards for the effort that I had to put through with Summer of Pain, you know, Summer of Mild Inconvenience for some. I felt Emma last week was really tough. I didn't get that fight until later into the week. And, you know, I had to take her down with Gilly 2099, also Human Torch, and Nick Fury were who I used on her. Really fun fight. But I feel Ghost is way easier. They should have finished it off with Emma, but, you know, there's probably a lot of people crying of how easy, you know, the Summer of Pain was. But, you know, for some it was really difficult. I guess it all depends on your skill level. I have not even been playing this game for 3 years yet, you know, but at the same time, I like to game. You know, my fighting games are Street Fighter I grew up on, and number 1 was Mortal Kombat. I would spend every day in the arcade playing Mortal Kombat Part 2. I must have spent about $2,000 on that game in quarters way back when, Mortal Kombat Part 2, but there come a time where when people come up and try to fight you, you got so good, you didn't have to put in a quarter. They did, you know, so I would get really mad if I'd lose in Mortal Kombat and then have to reach in my pocket and pull out a quarter. It was pretty much unheard of. I was probably one of the best out here in San Diego, California when it came to that game. But I'll tell you what, you know, playing Marvel Contest of Champions is a lot of fun, especially for a mobile device. You know, being a console gamer myself with the Xbox and the PlayStation, you know, those are fun. But you know what? This is the first real mobile game I really got into where I actually, you know, did spend some money. But at the same time, you know, back to this fight, you know, it looks like we're putting in work. Ghost is almost down, you know, so that's a good sign right there. This is a longer fight, you know, if you don't boost, like I've said before, but at the same time with patience, you know, and your system and your structure, you can get her down. You know, it just takes a little bit of time. But, you know, it's working out pretty well here. Looking like it's going swimmingly. And she is now down. So, wow. 296 hits is all it took, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and claim these 3 points here, you know, so that way we can move on to our mercenary fight with Hit Monkey. And, you know, we'll try to take Ghost out with the Hit Monkey here real soon. So I'll definitely put up that video today as well if I do finish. But at the same time, I hope you guys stay on that grind and you have a great time with your Summer of Pain. And if you want to, go ahead and feel free to tell me who you'd like in the Class Nexus Crystal and what Class Nexus Crystal you're trying to choose. It'd be nice to see some comments from some people down there. But at the same time, I'll let y'all get back to it. Have a good day. Stay on that grind. Relentless out.